YouTube, what's the deal, man? WizKiD here, and we back with another video, man. Hey, time out. Hey, oh yeah. First and foremost, yeah, let's do a little hair check, do a little progress with the hair. Hey, it's getting thick. I ain't gonna lie. I've been thinking about cutting it, bro. Like, I miss my waves so much, but hey, we're gonna hold it out and we're gonna thug it out through the process, man. You feel me? But not from the title, y'all can see this is gonna be a story time about how I almost accidentally was in a cult. I think it could have been a cult. Well, I don't even know if I can say that word, but the C word, C-U-T, you feel me? But I'm not gonna say when this was, just in case this is one of them C words, you feel me? Because like I don't need none of that weird extra up in my life right now, you feel me? But nah, so this happened, let's just say this happened some time ago, like a long time ago. So let's just say I was at this job. You know, I'm a social butterfly, man. I talk to whoever. Like, I could sell water to a well, man. So, you know, I'm a people person. I talk to people all the time, every day, like, no matter where I'm at, work, home, walking to the mailbox, whatever. So, one day I'm at work. I could say it didn't happen this year. I mean, especially being this is 2023. First off, before we get up into this story time, let's just say I hope everybody's having a great new year and everything is starting off strong, positive, you feel me? And y'all set them goals, y'all write y'all goals down and make sure y'all actually accomplish them, you feel me? Now back to the story. So this started back when I was in a job. I'm not gonna say what job I was at or how long ago this was, but it was last year. Let's just say that much. So anyways, you know, talking to customers and whatnot, and this one specific customer came in. We will call him John. So over time, you know, like throughout the conversation, me and John talked for like 45 minutes, no lie. Like just, you know, it was just natural. It just like clicked. I'm a people person. He looked like he wanted to talk. I wanted to talk anyway. So I was like, you know what, slow day at work, might as well. So, you know, as our conversation go on, like it started getting busy where I'm at. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's, you know, I'll see you around or whatever. And he was like, you know, I really liked our conversation. You know, take my number down. Like, sound like you got your head on right. You know, blah, blah, blah. I got a business proposal, opportunity, whatever to the effect of that. Something like that. So I'm not thinking too much of it. But up in the back of my head, I'm like, damn, like, bro just got my number. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, why bro need my number? He like how the conversation went. I don't know. You feel me? But anyways, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, hey, what's the worst that can happen? You feel me? So, you know, I go on about my day or whatever. He shoot me a text message like, hey, you know, I really liked our conversation, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, let's do a follow-up, like link up one of these days during the week when you free and I'm free. I was like, all right, cool, no problem. So we ended up meeting at this place. Let's just say we ended up meeting at a Chick-fil-A. We ended up meeting at a Chick-fil-A, right? We were up in there. Now, prior, like he told me to be there at a certain time. I got there at a little bit before that time, you know, just to show respect. If I'm supposed to be meeting you at 5 o'clock, I'm gonna be there like 4:45. You know what I'm saying? So I get there kind of early. I walk into the Chick-fil-A and I see John sitting there talking to another guy. He kind of looked startled at first, but I don't think too much of it. Mind you, keep that in mind. He got up, he handed him a book. But I'm not really paying attention because like he got something else going on, so I'm not gonna go interrupt over there or whatever. So, excuse me. So, you know, I'm waiting or whatever. 5 o'clock hit. John get up, go to the restroom. The other dude leave. Mind you, I seen him give him a book. It was some kind of book. I don't know what it was, but I'm just thinking like, you know, maybe he's just having a meeting, whatever the case may be. So I didn't think too much of it. So we sat down. And he was like, yeah, you know, I do X, Y, and Z, you know, I'm a business person, whatever, you know, to the effects of that, just going on what he do, and he kept throwing this word out like, oh, I have mentors, millionaire mentors, just this and that. I don't know if he thought that was supposed to just like make me jump like, oh, okay, let me listen, I'm all ears. Like, nah. But like I said, I decided to come to see what he was talking about. So he telling me about the mentors, this and that. So he was really trying to like get a feel for me and try to get like a I guess like pick my brain, sort of say, I guess. But in reality, I ended up picking his brain. And I'm gonna tell you why. So we ended up talking for like the whole entire hour. And stuff that I'm saying is correlating with stuff that his mentors are saying. So I was just like, man, as I left, I'm riding up in my car. I'm just thinking, reflecting on how the conversation went or whatever. I'm like, man, if his mentors saying the same thing I'm saying, what can he do for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I'm thinking. I'm going to just keep it all the way 1,000 and real with you. What can he do for me? If I'm telling him what his mentor is saying, obviously I'm up on the right track. So, oh, I forgot to mention, he gave me a book. The same book I seen he gave that previous guy, he gave me that same book. Now, let's just say on the book, it said it had something to do with selling pens, right? Not really, but I'm just using that as an example. So he wanted to meet that following week, like a week from that day. He wanted to meet a week from that day or whatever. So let's say before the day we were supposed to meet, let's say we were supposed to meet on a Saturday, I think that Wednesday or Thursday, I told him like, hey, I ain't feeling it, like, what I'm saying, ain't nothing against you, whatever the case may be, but I just had like a little thought, like, man, what can you do for me if I'm telling you what your mentors are telling you? Like, you basically the middleman almost. So I was like, hey, I'll meet up with you, give you your book back, talking about how to sell pens, and I'm gonna just go on about my day or whatever. He said, all right, cool. Met up with him, gave him his book back. So let's say maybe 2 weeks went by, right? This is where the story take a turn for the worse. It ain't even that bad, but it take a turn though. So I will honestly say, at this job, there was an associate that worked there. Me and bro close and we cool, I ain't gonna lie. So I ain't even gonna say an associate, but we used to work together and he left because, he had a better, sorry for the technical difficulties. Damn. I butchered that word, but nah. So, where was I at? So look, I used to work with this dude, you know what I'm saying? We was cool or whatever. This was my dog. We gonna call him T-Money, right? And T-Money, you watching this, like I told you I was gonna make a story about this, bro. But, so yeah. So like I mentioned before, I gave John his book back prior to our second meeting. We were supposed to meet on a Saturday, I guess. I gave it to him that Wednesday. So 2 weeks go by. T-Money don't work with me at this place no more. So when he came in, we chopping it up. I'm like, hey, how you been? Blah, blah, blah. T-Money, he got business stuff going on for himself. I got stuff going on for myself behind the scenes, which y'all will find out real soon what I've been working on behind the scenes. But anyways, yeah, we chopping it up for like a cool 10, 15 minutes or whatever. It just so happened he just came in, he just stopped by or whatever. Just because. So me and him chopping it up. And somewhere along the lines we started talking about like just what been going on up in our life or whatever, just catching up for real. So T-Money ended up telling me how he met this dude, and the dude was just started telling me about the dude or whatever. Then like a little light bulb went off up in my head. I'm like, damn, that sound kind of familiar. Like, that sound like old buddy I met like 2-3 weeks ago, John, but I ain't really think too much of it. So then I was like, yeah, that's weird, because I met with a dude not too long ago, maybe about a month ago, and he gave me this book, bro. And then T-Money was like, was the book like How to Sell Pens or something like that? And I was like, hell yeah, like, that's the book, blah, blah, blah. So we just started like connecting the dots damn near. I'm just like, bro, this is crazy, bro. So T Money started telling me like, all right, hold on. What's his name? Blank? And I was like, nah, his name was John. So then he was like, is this his phone number right here? I was like, I don't know. So I pulled my phone out and it wasn't. So I'm thinking like, I always think everybody got like hidden agendas or whatever the case may be. I just don't trust people like that. That's just what it is, especially like this situation. So I'm thinking like, all right, maybe he got a second phone or whatever, like a burner phone. I don't know. But it was just crazy how we both had similar experiences, talked about almost the same thing, like scary coincidence, right? So then the only difference between my experience and T Money experience, T Money followed through with about 3 or 4 like meetings or whatever. Now, mind you, I left after the first meeting, and coming up to the second, I didn't even go to the second. I gave him his book back, everything. So just because my intuition was going off, I wasn't really feeling it like that, like I was just like, man, whatever. Like, I made it this far. I don't need nobody to help me with that. You feel me? So T Money started telling me about his experiences with him or whatever. He was like, yeah, I met with him like 2-3 times. I don't think this is the same person I met with, but I feel like they're together. I'm going to explain why. Not only was it the book, not only was it like the location we met, the same Chick-fil-A, but it was just too many coincidences. Like everything was just lining up. So T Money started telling me how he went to 2 or 3 meetings at the Chick-fil-A, and then he ended up going to somebody's house, right? He ended up going to somebody's house. So when he made it to said person's house, it was like 20 people there. And he said they were in the house like an hour, 2 hours tops, something like that. So then T Money is like, while he's in there, like everybody else is just like robots damn near. That's exactly how he explained it to me. He was like, yeah, everybody was just acting weird. They was like robots, blah, 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 whatever. So I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, you should have got up out of there. Like, I would have stayed the full 2 hours. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But, I'm sitting there listening. And he just telling me, like, towards the end of it, that's when they started telling him, like, hey, everybody, they start pushing, like, so what y'all gonna do is y'all gonna start selling stuff. Y'all gonna start selling X, Y, and Z through this website on y'all like to y'all friends and family. So then when he said that, it damn near sounded like a pyramid scheme on the cool. Like, y'all gonna sell this to the person who introduced y'all to us, and then they gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Like, you feel me? So I hope I did that right, but you get what I'm saying. So anyways, T Money was like, every time they mentioned the website, the robots or whatever that was up in there, they was just like, yeah, just woo, like going crazy over the website. So he like, what the fuck? So we sitting here talking, and I'm just like, I'm joking. I'm like, damn, T Money, bro, like we almost was in the C word. We was almost up in you feel me? And then he was like, nah, that's crazy. Like, I'm going to tell my mom about this when I go home. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I don't think too much of it. About 2-3 hours go by. I get a text message from T Money. He sent me a link, and it said, like, it's a name of a company, I guess, or a group or something. I don't know what you want to call it. But it was them, and it said like a C word followed it or whatever. So I'm like, damn, like it was possibly a C word or a pyramid scheme. One of the two, I wasn't feeling it. But it's just like crazy how even if I did decide to go, your boy would have been up in a C word. You feel me? I would have been up in there, like they would have got me, like they was this close. they was this close to getting your boy, but hey, my intuition was like, and guess what? I ain't go. But nah, so we found that out, and that was crazy, bro. Like, just being up in a position where you know, like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. If I ain't leave 5 minutes ago, like, something bad could have happened or whatever the case may be. Like, I had that little feeling, like that feeling of relief, like that kind of like, damn, like, not scared, but like, I don't really know how to explain it. Like, if you get what I'm saying, just comment below if you feel me. But nah, like, just knowing they could have got me, and like, and in reality, in all honesty, it probably wasn't a C word. It probably was just a pyramid scheme, because that's what kind of vibes it gave off. But just because I seen somebody else, like, they was like, yeah, this is why I think it's a, then that's when I was like, all right, you know, just any kind of speculation of something close to that, I'm like, yeah, I don't want nothing. I don't want no dealings with that at all whatsoever. But nah, that's just crazy. Like, me and T Money, you know what I'm saying, hadn't seen each other for weeks on end, and we going through this together almost, but we don't even know it. Like, it would have been crazy if I seen T Money leaving the meeting. Hey, what you doing here? What you doing here? Like, you know what I'm saying? But nah, that's just that's the end of this story time. You feel me? Hey, make sure y'all do me a favor, man. I need y'all to do me three things. Like the video, comment on the video, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. All of them 3 things is free. It is free. It don't take nothing for you to like, comment, and subscribe, bro. Go ahead, do those 3 things for me, and stay tuned, man. We got some videos coming out. I know I say that every video, but no, we've been working hard behind the scenes, man, and we gonna drop something at least twice a week. At least twice a week. I'm gonna drop some heat at least twice a week. You feel me? So, hey, also, I be more active up on like Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that. So my socials gonna be up in the description box below. Y'all get at me, bro, man. Peace.